Good evening, everybody. It is Tuesday night, and I just wrapped up doing a bunch of background vocals for the bridge in a song I've got called Make It Up Time, which is the one I've been working on and talking to you guys about. I'm trying to make this one quick because it's been a long day, really long day, and but I wanted to post something. Yeah, I also posted a little quick cover earlier. I've been having a lot of fun doing that, so appreciate everybody shooting some requests. I did a live song, Lightning Crashes. So just kind of a cool way to chop up a new song or an old song or just something fun to post. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. So with this one, I'm trying to think of. So I had demo versions of a lot of the backup vocals. Again, I had recorded them originally at a certain key, and then just like I had to do with guitars, figure out the tones that I want, and then also play them in the correct key, whereas the ones that were part of the demo were pitch shifted. So I basically did that, but I realized that so again, kind of like acoustic guitar, what I generally do is, now, I may adjust this later, but to start, what I do is the exact same take twice panned, and probably will screw around with that in the mix or try to do some various effects with it. But really, especially because it's background vocals, I love the kind of panoramic atmosphere that the two pan takes give you. So here's basically the let's see here. So I've got this one. Here's how they sound all together. Well, here's with the song. So this is the bridge. There's a bridge part. It's kind of like a breakdown that happens after the second chorus. So with that, I had this part and this part. You can see how the harmonies split off. I really like that when that happens. And then I recorded this one, and I thought it was different, but it turns out it's almost exactly like the first take. But I ended it differently, which I think is actually really cool. So what I did is, instead of having it basically, it is pretty much in unison, but then I made this one distorted. So I like Butch Vig's plugin for distorting vocals. And then the first one is basically the same exact thing, but it ends. And here's the first one added on. Ends on a pretty cool harmony there. And then I was like, the way I generally write these is just, I'm not classically trained. I was in choir and everything, but I generally just loop it and play along with it, and it's probably really embarrassing. For my family in the house to hear me trying to find certain notes, but I usually can pick out a couple of interesting harmonies, and I really like the idea of the staccato as almost like a background texture, because there's a so here, let me play you that. This is just scratch, but at least you get a sense for what the whole thing will sound like. I'll sing it for you. That's a little more fun. So it goes. after a chorus, and then this little guy I added tonight, so I'd never done this piece. Most of those other ones I sang pretty close to the way I wrote it for the demo arrangement, but this one goes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So as you can see, like this one, instead of having the staccato break, this one kind of soars over it, and it's only on the second verse. So I always really like to start with something, and then the next time it goes through, just add a little something extra. Continues to make it interesting. So yeah, I think I threw a little reverse cymbal. It's also a total gimmicky thing. But the idea of taking the sound of a cymbal and reversing it, and you basically get that if you're trying to have some kind of a cool transition. It's a total cheesy thing, but I kind of like doing it. So yeah, that is it. And then I do basically the same thing for the very end of the song, but I did record all. I mean, I don't know. I tend to not just do it once and then copy and paste it. I like there to be variants, even if most people would never hear it. I probably could never even tell the difference, but. That's it. And I'm going to be done for the night. So, yeah, I had a great show last night at Paddled South. A bunch of friends who are singer-songwriters, a bunch of new friends that I met. I'm committing to trying to have a brand new song ready, because I played the same songs last month as I did this month, but I do want people who show up to start knowing the song, so I don't mind repetition, but I want to challenge myself to have not just a brushed up old song that I decided to play again, but an actual brand new song that's going to be on a new EP. So I will try and do that for April's show. And what else? Yeah, I'm still like learning. I don't know, my post-mortem of the show last night. It's cool. We just do these round robins, and I realized that I think that I kind of pushing it a bit much. I need to incorporate some dynamics. I mean, I'm happy with it, but I tend to just belt it out like the whole time, and I can do it. I don't know that that's what's always best for the performance, you know. Sometimes you need to, just like my song Making Up Time is, sometimes you actually have to, you know, slow down to go faster, and sometimes you got to be quiet so that when you're loud, it actually resonates more and means more. So trying, I mean, no one said that to me, but I don't know, when I was trying to think about my performance and maybe ways I could have improved it, other than just always being more comfortable and practicing more. I mean, I'm pretty comfortable, but I think you can always get more comfortable. I kind of relate it to like when you're an actor in a play and when you're like off book. Obviously, I don't really look at lyrics. I always try and memorize my songs. I don't really like having lyric sheets or anything like that, just my own preference. But you know, there's a difference between just like barely being able to get through a song and like being able to really, really play it, really sell it, really know it through and through. You know, I'll know my song well before I start singing. That isn't always the case for me, but just putting in that time beforehand to be ready just helps. If anything, it helps if there's some type of issue that's going on, some distraction in the crowd, or something weird happens with your gear. You're not flustered because you're barely hanging on by a thread to just getting through the song, let alone really, really playing it. So, yeah, a bunch of advice that was not requested, but offered. So anyway, take care. Hope to see you guys soon.